SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first, then you act.
Hi Spartan Nation, welcome back here to the High Cathedral of the Spartan Nation, Spartan Stadium. I'm of course your host Hondo Carpenter along with Jeff Dullock, one of our writers. We appreciate you, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
I want to talk about this. Let's start at the youth clinic, which is my favorite part of the spring. I love the youth clinic when kids come in. And here's my thoughts on it. Usually they're averaging 1,500 to 1,800 kids, but it was spring break here in mid-Michigan, 20 degrees, and 600 kids show up. I thought that was an amazing turnout. Your thoughts?
It's fantastic. I mean, this is the type of weather that keeps people inside, and instead it did the exact opposite. It brought people out, and then they were looking forward to participating in a great event.
You know what I love? Anytime you can get a bunch of kids out to be around football, to see football, to experience football, to love football, to smell football, anything to do with football, can I get a giggity?
Absolutely.
So I love that. I think it's great. Let's get to the game. I thought Brian Lewerke looked really good.
I did too.
Now, if people were just watching and didn't understand football, they'd probably say, what do you mean? I thought he had some drop passes that I could, from our vantage point in the press box, I wasn't sure about when I saw the replay. Oh, those are drops. He didn't take any risks. He didn't need to take any risks today. He ain't winning a Big Ten championship in April.
He's not trying to prove anybody.
No, he's just trying to take care of his business.
Exactly.
Connor Hayward, now you're probably a little bit too young to remember his dad, Ironhead Hayward.
Yep.
For you kids at home, Google it. Craig Ironhead Hayward.
Yep.
His daddy was the bomb, 300-pound running back. You saw him behind his pads. Now he ran pretty.
He ran pretty, and he ran confident, which I think that's a big thing. Obviously, he's a guy that isn't exactly accustomed to being an every down running back, and I think for him to go in there and have the confidence to be an every down running back, I thought that was one of the best signs of that, because behind L.J. Scott, Michigan State's going to really need a number 2 running back, and I think he proved that he can be that today.
I agree with you 100%. Okay, let's turn over Rocky Lombardi.
He was great.
Struggled a little bit early. I thought he was phenomenal in the end. He got his confidence. I think if you're looking for that number 2, and let me just say, there is no quarterback controversy.
Right.
But when you're looking for a backup guy, and that's Brian, and you I don't know if you were there, you weren't with me, but I talked with Rocky at the end of the game when we just left the locker room a minute ago, and I said to him, you're one hit away now from being the man.
Right.
It's a whole different process, and once I think it hit him, he shined.
Right, I agree, but I think the big thing for Rocky was he was a little bit off on a couple passes early, but he used his feet to get him a little bit more comfortable. He made some nice plays with his legs. That really seemed to open up some things. He made a nice scramble, escaping pressure, and then going to the sideline, tossed up a nice floater, and that really gave him a lot of confidence.
And there were 3 sacks against him that I'm going to tell you right now, 2 of them would not have been sacks in a real football game.
That was just, those were sacks by nature of protecting the quarterback.
Yeah, that's sacks where Mark D'Antonio says, don't hurt him, blows the whistle.
Right.
Lastly, coming out of spring, this is going to be a top 5 football team. I think this is a team with the potential to be really, really good. I actually had somebody tell me today I don't really like football. I'm not going to go to games. I couldn't believe that anyone would actually say that. But this is good.
Sacrilege.
It is sacrilege. I mean, this is a top 5 football team, and you don't even want to be here. At the end of the day, though, this is going to be a special season coming up for the Spartan Nation.
100%. I mean, you look at for this team, you look at it, and they have 19 of 22 starters from last year's team coming back, and that's a 10-3 team. Well, that was very young, and now you take that youthfulness and it turns into experienced players. I really think this is a team that the sky is the limit.
And you heard Mark D'Antonio say something that would probably go by most people. We reported before spring that we projected Antoine Simmons would be a starting linebacker.
Yep. I
know some of our competition, sorry folks that we maybe made you look bad, questioned me on that reporting. But you heard Mark D'Antonio say our starting linebackers were out.
Yep.
Antoine Simmons, Joe Bacci, Andrew Dowell.
Yep.
That, my friend, is a killer group of linebackers.
It absolutely is. And speaking about Simmons, in particularly, he's a very instinctive player. He's fast, he's quick to the ball, but he plays with such great instincts. And I think linebacker is the position for him.
And football has to be played with sheer brute force trauma.
Absolutely.
It's speed, it's power, it's hitting. And you want your linebackers, when they hit somebody, getting to know you. You know what I mean? You want them to feel the pain.
Absolutely. I think, that's kind of the makeup of this entire linebacking group. They're not afraid to hit people. They're not afraid to meet guys in the hole. and they're just old-fashioned football players. Take a page out of your book.
I don't know about you, brother. I'm ready for football.
I am too.
Can we just kind of zoom ahead?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm good with it if you are.
All right, I'm Hondo Carmen along with Jeff Dolick here at the High Cathedral of the Spartan Nation, Spartan Stadium, where the offense, with a little help from D'Antonio
Yep.
and a lot of help from Lombardi, win the spring game.